Let's take a look in the mirror. See a boy who's trying to become a man. Are you good enough? Am I good enough? What do you see when you look in a mirror? Do you see someone who is valuable, who is worthy? Or do you rather look away maybe? Or do you see yourself as invaluable? Maybe you're even disgusted when you look at yourself in the mirror. See, the thing is, reality tends to reflect the way we see ourselves. And you can't really hide the way you see yourself. Because as humans, we give off so many clues as to how we feel. Our facial expressions, the way we carry ourselves, the way we project our voice, the words we choose, the way we react in subtle ways. And all of this gives a sign off to our environment about how we feel about ourselves. If you think about it, you also look at others and judge the way they look at themselves. And this predicts a lot about how you behave towards them and what kind of opportunities you might give them. For example, if someone is trying to flirt with you, but you can see that they don't feel worthy of your presence or being with you. They are nervous, maybe awkward. How attractive is that to you? Or how about if you want to hire someone for a job interview, in a job interview, and you can see that they are not confident about filling the certain position that you are offering. How likely are you to give them the job? In a job interview, it might more be about the person looking at the other person and figuring out whether they believe they can do the job themselves, rather than the job interviewer judging the job interviewee. And even if in some way you are able to fool your environment about how you feel about yourself, if you are, carrying yourself the right way, if you're trying to be big and you work really hard and you manipulate your environment such that you become successful and you're in a relationship and you have a job, whatever, you're making a certain amount of money, which you really don't feel worthy of, you won't be able to enjoy it, because you will feel that it's not truly yours. You will feel like an imposter. We're really getting into the topic of self-esteem here, and this is a very deep topic that we will cover more extensively in the future. The seed that I want to plant in your mind now is that it's mostly about internal change when you're changing yourself. It's mostly about how you see yourself that's reflected out in your world. It's not so much about trying to change the world around you. And before really trying to change this self-image and how you see yourself, it might be useful just to acknowledge the way you do see yourself. Because before we can change something, we need to become aware of that thing. And if you're anything like me, we are often not aware about how we see ourselves. And especially if there are negative thoughts and emotions surrounding it, then we might try to suppress that. So the challenge for this week is to start to become more aware about how we see and feel ourselves. And the challenge is as follows. Next week, when you look in the mirror, don't just glance over it or think about how your hair looks obsessively, but look yourself in the eyes and rest there for a moment. Rest in that presence with yourself and feel. How do you feel? Can you feel good in your own presence? Are there positive thoughts coming up? Negative thoughts? And whatever it is, just let it be and acknowledge it. And throughout the week, you can start to get a sense for what your level of self-esteem is and how you feel about yourself. So that's the topic for this week. I'd love to hear your feedback as well, since this is the first video we're making in English. So let us know whether you'd like to hear more in English or you prefer our Dutch videos, and we'll be listening closely. And other than that, good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.